Folks, how's everyone doing? We put out the Liliana playmat today because you're not going to believe this video. Yeah. You know what that is? No, that wasn't the smell of me entering your house as you listen. That's the smell of Baldur's Gate. That's the anxiety that's created when you see these things. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. My patron over here, Travis S. is Rudy. I still don't think Baldur's Gate is a dumpster fire. And my response to that is, you know, Travis, I respect your opinion, but the way the release and the way it happened was a dumpster fire, but doesn't mean the product is worthless, and it doesn't mean that, well, time will not view things differently. Obviously, the release was a very scary disaster. There's no real way to disagree with that. But the argument remains, the product is not worthless trash, but it was mispriced, and it was a bait and switch by papas of the Wizards of the West Coast. So we revisit it. Hey, nice little rare land. They're starting off pretty good. That's a nice little start. So we got some ooze action. We got Robe, which I don't think anyone cares about. And ladies and gentlemen, you got a Scholar. And this does have etched foils in it, which I just realized. And there are not any etched cards in actually Dominar Remastered. I just realized that. Mythic number 1. And of course, we got Lord Bane and Friend of Rudy's X Forest. I just realized that. They stood back from the etched cards in the remastered set. They actually stuck with like the old foils and that's it. They didn't add a 45th variant of that. That's interesting little change of pace. So, ready? Let's see how this turns out for the patron. Balor, okay. Mythic number 2, foil. And Loot Dispute, Rudy's brain running away, and how I'm going to look by tomorrow morning. Okay. And Raven God and a that's terrible. That was a garbage pack. Well, at least he got a mythic, the old Mr. B over there, but that was not that. See, that was one of the issues everybody was upset about, was the sheer difficulty. Is that me? Is that how you all view me? The sheer difficulty of actually trying to get some of these hits. Descent, Endless Evil, Harvester, Bane, Lord, Etched, and Champion, and Bestow. Godly Jellyfish. That's the thing. When you open the Time Spiral Remastered or Dominar Remastered, like, you're always getting things. Even like when we did those collector boxes of Dom Remastered, like, we didn't go more than like a pack without having some sort of crazy hit. In this thing, it's like mega hard mode, and there we are, Rudy's brain again. Yeah, Yarning Portal. I mean, it's a mythic. Let's just go with that. Basilisk Collar. There's a Dark Ascension throwback card. Rudy's Lord of his Hard Bones. All right, Puzzle Box. And when you do get mythics in this set, like, the market just rejected all these cards as hot trash. It's crazy, man. And of course, our little hit back there is the beautiful Miss Acrobatics. So we've got 4 mythics so far. No Transformer hits, no serialized cards hits, and so far, Travis doesn't feel like the greatest opening, man. Speaker, Rudy's Flaming Fist in your face, more beautiful acrobatics. We got Doom's Guide, Monster Manual coming in, Shameless Ex-Girlfriend, and Shadowheart in Shattered One. We got some Elf Action, Clerics, and Wizards. Dang, man. Brings that. I haven't opened one of these in a while. I already see the comment section. The comment section is going to be lit up like, well, folks, this is why. This is it. Let's see how bad this video is. Reinforcing the hot trash. I can already see the comment section. Chickadoo in the forest. Sliming across your face. Get some tissues by the bed. Call to the Wild. Rudy mentoring. Worms in your face. Eldritch Pack. That was a cool little card. And Blind Squirrel still looking for a nut and not. And that was the problem. His wholesale stores paid. Our cost was like $230 to $235 a box was our cost for this product at release. And so when I sold these to patrons for $239 to like $249, depending on the quantity you bought, I thought I was giving a phenomenal deal. Little did I know the high supply, the market rejection, and the absolute nuclear disaster that was headed everybody's way. And now I'm looking at this and I'm going, this should not have been priced so high. The biggest problem with this, even in 2023, remains it was mispriced. Promenade, okay. Rare land number 2. Paladin. Ancient Bronze. Finally a dragon. Bronze. And of course, Survivors. Holy smokes, man. Well, we got 2 rare land cycles. Isn't this the one with the kitty cat set? And there was there's a kitty cat set. The kitty cat rare. There's a couple good rares in the set. We haven't even seen them. Hey, Deep Gnome. That's one of them. Okay. Deep Gnome. Terramancer. That's actually a good rare. And Storm King's Thunder. This is a rare that nobody asked for, nobody wants, and is just hot trash. Chaos Drafter. Nine Fingers King. Great lore in D&D history, but not one in the Magic world cares. Blade of Selves. Dang, man. Not having good throwback vibes. This is not how I was hoping this video was going to go. Like, we haven't done Baldur's Gate openings. I think I got 2 of these in the queue. This one for Travis over here. Then we have one more in another week or 2. But, you know, this is not, I was really hoping to really have some. Hey! Okay. Is this the Commander one? Yeah, isn't this the Commander card? Captain, Nimrod. Horror Pirate. I think this is one of the most expensive cards in the set this time. I think it's like a $20, $30 card. Okay. That's probably the best hit we've had in this video so far. Dragon Spirit. We got Exile Worms again. And, of course, we got the big old Warlock. And, of course, Boo, the old hamster man. See, that's the thing, man. Like, look at the difference from Dominaria Remastered. Like, everybody was so afraid Dominaria Remastered was going to collapse and everything. Because, you know, we're all scarred, you know. I can't blame people. But, like, when we look at the difference of this stuff. Like, look at the difference of difficulty. Like, just to get one good chase card, man. Hey, Ancient Bronze. Look at this. Okay, we're getting some decent hits here. We got White Plum. All right. Ancient Bronze. Okay. We got 2 packs left in box 1. See, that's the thing. It's just, it's so tough. Where are the good cards? Diamond. Small. Researcher. Hey. Elminster Simulacrum. Well, I don't think anything came out of this card, though. I don't think it ever went up or became like a thing. Altars, Ritual, all these weird cards, man, that really just never did anything. People speculated. Baldur's Gate. Everybody speculated on them, and like nothing came out of them. Like, I had some patrons. I even saw some posts and screenshots people sent me of people who speculate on certain rares in the set. I don't think, like, I know there's a person out there on Baldur's Gate that bought like 500 copies of this thing because it was so cheap. And I don't think anything ever came out of it, though. And I don't know what they're doing. Prodigy. See, look at these things. The Prodigy over here, look at these artifacts. You got a tome. Barbarian Adventures. Soul. Again, good lore to D&D. And Lord of Bones got a little god action. See, I always thought some of these god cards were going to have some weird interaction in the future. And not really anything major ever came out of the god cards. Well, folks, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 mythic box. We did get a Captain Dingaling. You know, Elminster, we did hit 2 bronze dragons. I mean, honestly, market price of these boxes is about, actually, almost back to $150 now, plus tax and shipping. So maybe $160, $170 shipped with taxes and fees on TCG Player. Before the filming of this, I did count, though. As of today, mid-January, there's about 94 boxes on TCG Player that have to be sold and flown, kind of flush through the market. If 94 boxes sold in the next 5 days, market price of this would be back to $200 a box. And that's assuming a bunch more product doesn't just flood the market, which is also possible. Because a lot of people, I'm sure, like me, are holding product of this stuff, and they're stuck. You can't sell it because people don't want to lose all their money. Look at this, another one. Enchantment, Lost City. See, that's another thing I learned. People in the Magic world do not seem happy at all regarding these dice throw cards. These probability cards, where like the big hit is always the 20. So you've got literally a 1 in 20 shots. So what, 5% chance of hitting like a home run on that. And people just aren't really about that Kindred Discovery. This is another one that people spec'd on. Nothing really came out of it. So it's interesting. It's really interesting with all this stuff to look back 7 months later, and to see what's changed, what's the same. We finally got a flipping kitten. That's what I was talking about a few minutes ago. We find this is one of the best rares in the set. Just flipping impossible to get. Passion Archaeologist. I completely forgot about this mythic. Holy crap. And here we go. A little owl action. Raised by Giants, Chaos Crafter, and Council of... Again, good cards, good lore to the D&D world, but the Magic world just, man, straight up rejection, man. All right, folks, we're about halfway through. No, we're not. No, we're not. Sorry, we got 2 more packs, so we're halfway there. All right, reflecting. This was such a reflecting pool. Was such a big deal, man. Doesn't this set also have what was it, Mutavault? Does this have Mutavault? Or is it Caverns? No, Mutavault. Doesn't this set have Mutavault? Hey, another kitty cat. That's nice to see. Look at this. Beautiful Mish Tasha. I remember how big of a deal this was. Everybody was like, whoa, that was printed in 2022. It must have been a glitch in the Matrix. And Tasha never did a whole lot. Everybody was, I remember somebody speculated on the Planeswalker. They was like, oh, well, D&D, all this stuff was rejected. And everything's just flushed out. Some of these things are so mispriced. Yeah, Majestic Genesis, again. Nothing really much ever came out of that one either. Sea of Clouds, our first rare land, extended art in box 2 here. And Creepy Guy always looks kind of lost. He's got that funny face. A jellyfish and another Bowler. Alright, so we're getting good mythics in that one. That was a double mythic pack. Or 3 mythics? Tasha, we got Majestic. Okay. Alright, here we go, folks. Visitor. You guys notice how difficult it is to get these dragon cards, man? Stick together. Morphic Pool, another extended art land. That's a nice hit. Land Cycle does have value in this because it's so difficult to get. We got a red dragon. It's one of the rare dragons, not the mythic dragons. Yeah, the Land Cycle does have value because, as you guys have seen, it's harder to get the lands in this than it is to do like shock lands in Ravnica or fetch lands in a master set or cons. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Like, I've never seen that before in Magic's history. Usually land cycles are pretty consistent at like 3 per box. And hey, Archivist, there's the other. Okay, we're getting a lot of good rares in this box. Okay, well, that's actually like our, what we got, Kitty Cats and the Archivist. Okay, all right. At least we're getting a bunch of $10 rares, or they were $10 rares. But does anybody notice? Look at that. Not one ancient. What do we get? The Copper Dragon? No. Oh, we had 2 Bronze Dragons. No ancient. Actually, we haven't had any of the other dragons. Box 2 hasn't. And let's see, Clouds. There's another nice land. Haunted one for the background. The background thing never did much, man. Dice roll cards. Again, Deep Prodigy and Descent. All right, folks. We're down to these last. Travis, I'm not going to call your video a complete dumpster fire, but I kind of feel like this was average this is average Boulder Gate opening. Bramble Sovereign, again, I thought this was a great card. You know, a 4-drop, 4/4. Another non-token creature enters the battlefield. You can pay an additional 2. Boom. Creates copy. Like, I didn't think that was a bad thing, but the market, once again, I always thought that artwork was funny. Mirror of Life Trapping. More weird artifacts. Jellyfish. Legion Loyalty. Again, another mythic that just nothing came out of it, man. Folks, last 4 packs. But it does make you wonder. Even at the 140, 150, 160, even if you go on TCG Play right now and buy these boxes for 160 and pay tax and shipping, get it to your door, is that really going to be deemed a complete dumpster fire? Is that still a rip-off price? Is that going to be... Like, what's going to happen another year? What's going to happen? Is it going to be, the dead... Is it Dragon's Maze 2.0 like I was speculating on last year when I was talking to everybody? Is this product just going to never go up? I mean, look at that. Look at the Parchment flipping Lightning Bolt at common. Like, to me, it's a big deal to have Lightning Bolt at a common. Like, I just think this is gorgeous with the red. I don't know. I know what you're thinking, you all. Rudy, stop pumping Baldur's Gate. It's over. It's over, Rudy. 9 fingers. Wise Mentor. Look at that. Our first full Monty extended art foil luxury suite. These things are so tough to pull. I'm surprised, Travis, you got 1 in 2 boxes. Like, it's crazy, man. What a weird time. I don't think anything's ever going to top the summer of 2022. That was such a nasty, cruel summer, man. A servant vehicle, human. Gorguts. Like, whatever, I'm over it. Gorgut, great card. Great card. Wise Mentor. Last pack of the video. I'll rant and complain for a minute, and we'll call it a day, folks. Anyways, Travis, thanks for being a very kind patron. Enjoy all the cards heading your way. Come on. Good dragon in the close. Folk. I don't think we ever see background as a type again. I don't think we ever see that again after this set. Jellyfish, Brains, Gods. Again, the Gods never turn into anything. Hey, look at that. All right, well, no dragon, but you know what? A second full Monty land, Spire Garden, extended foil. That's actually a pretty good hit, man. These were like $20 a card. So, conclusion, box two, 2, 4, 6. So, I mean, so between both boxes, what? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 mythics in 2 collector boxes? I mean, that's like 8 to 9 mythics a box, but so many of them are just like, they feel like jank. Oh, either they purposely made the casting cost way too inflated where no one can use it. You know, kind of people, like people would say, like, you know, hey, look at this mythic. Why did they make it 3 red before you could get to the X? Why not 2 red before the X? You know, some of these things, like the Simulacrum, like, you know, I mean, the casting cost of 6. You know, why didn't they kind of, I don't know, whatever. A lot of people discuss that kind of stuff with all these things. Like even Tasha over here, a casting cost of 5. Like the power difference if her casting cost would be 4. You know, it's like they played it real conservative. It's like they were worried about this set being too good. I don't know. Like I feel like there had to be some weird things with this set's design in conversation that happened, because a lot of, just so you guys have this on record in this video, it'll be on YouTube to the end of time. When this product was announced, myself, my patrons, my customers, my exes, your wife's boyfriend, everybody was so excited to have Commander Legends 2. But what nobody knew was about to happen was we weren't getting Commander Legends 2. We had a different product that pretty much wore a Halloween mask, took all our money and bait and switched us because the name sold it. And Wizards used that against all of us. And for some reason, this particular set does not feel designed the way, in my 30 years, I haven't been in Magic for 30 years, in my 27 years of being around Magic cards, since I was middle school, high school, I can tell you all for a fact, in the last 10 years, my life is literally all cardboard. And I can tell you all for a really strong argument, when I open this product, compared to all their box openings in Magic, Pokemon, Weiss, MetaZoo, Flesh and Blood, you know, when I open this particular product does not feel like any other Magic set that I've ever opened. It doesn't feel like when I was opening those Dominar Remastered box openings for patrons, like in the last week, that felt like opening a Master Series, or it felt like a Double Masters product. Okay? Well, Double Masters Draft, Double Masters Collectors is just out of control, or Double Masters VIP is just an out of control product. But this particular product does not give off the vibes or consistency or the engineering, the design of how it was built like any other Magic set I've ever opened. Like I said, I've been opening these things since mass box opening Cons of Tarkir. In doing that, I can tell you, after opening hundreds of Cons boxes, because Rudy's a con, hashtag, you know, the boxes were so consistent on 3 fetch lands per box, sometimes 4, sometimes 2, sometimes 5, sometimes 1. But I ended up, after opening X amount of hundreds, that it averaged like 3.1 fetch lands a box. Same thing with Guilds and Allegiance. I did mass box openings. No, I'm sorry, not Guilds, I'm sorry. Return to Ravnica and Gatecrash, the previous Ravnica block. I did mass box openings on those. I opened hundreds. And same thing, about 3.2 was my average shock lands per box. And then in this particular product, getting the land cycle, almost impossible. Getting the dragon cycle in the mythic slot, almost impossible. Box 2, folks, had 0 dragons in a collector box. That's insane. Like, that's flipping insane. In that, like, opening Battle Bond. If you open Battle Bond, which had the same land cycle as this product, I didn't mass box open Battle Bond, but it was such a good hit. We opened a lot on this channel. You can hit Alpha Investments Battle Bond box open. You can find it. We did like 10, 20 videos of that, I think. Well, maybe not 10, 20. Like 5 to 10 videos of that. And I remember almost every video had around 3 of the rare lands in the land cycle. And it had the same luxury suite, the same, promenade, the same land cycle. It's just, this product is weird. Something about it, when they engineered it and they did it, was just weird. And of course, I gotta say it, and then I'll stop ranting. I promise. Commander Legends 1 had Mana Drain in the Mythic. Commander Legends 2 had Mana Drain removed and placed in the set that came 3 to 4 weeks right after this release, which was Double Masters. They purposely removed one of the best cards in Commander Legends 1 out of Commander Legends 2 and release it a few weeks later. To me, if you guys don't agree or see what I see with the intent to manipulate the numbers and do that with it, like that is the most obvious intent to do whatever they were trying to do I had ever seen in Magic's history. Never seen anything like that. Anyway, I always got to bring that up. Have a beautiful day, folks. Thanks for, as always, the views, the support, the honor, and the privilege for me to entertain, discuss everything with you all. Have a beautiful day, everybody.